Hi everybody, it's a great pleasure being here in Vegas today at the CIS. My name is Alessio Piussi. I am director in Pod Group for Strategic Partnership and Private Network Proposition. And today I'm going to talk to you about who is Pod and how committed are we in improving simplicity and quality on the supply chain business. Pod is an expert in IoT connectivity since 1999. Back at that time, people were talking about machine to machine. Nowadays, we support connectivity over 185 different nations with more than 600 networks across any type of cellular connectivity technology. We have always been keeping an innovative mindset oriented in supporting the enterprise business. We developed our own platform, the IoT Pod Suite, and today we provide support on the business on 24/7. Talking to our customers every day, we are very well aware about which are the multiple challenges across the supply chain business and how critical it is to have a robust IoT solution in order to overcome all those challenges. Clearly, the core component of an IoT solution is the connectivity. And we at Pod believe that enabling the enterprise to own and manage their own connectivity represent a great asset in order to improve business performances. That's why we have developed this concept of ENO, Enterprise Network Operator. Which are the benefits that we see in giving the enterprise the opportunity to manage and own their network? Well, multiple. First of all, it gets greater visibility on the assets. It also enables higher flexibility on managing different networks, private, public, with different settings and parameters. It enables the solution to scale rapidly, just adding new networks for additional countries whenever is required by the business. And it allows to optimize the cost by always choosing, for example, the most convenient supplier and provider for the specific regional location or technology. Through our NO concept, we enable the enterprise to achieve all those benefits through a network as a service approach by owning essentially the three core components of the solution: the network itself, the platform, and the SIM card. Let's go through all of them one by one. On the network side, there are a couple of considerations to be taken. First of all, there is no single network and single technical technology for connectivity which fulfills the whole range of use cases and requirements around the supply chain business. Some devices are standstill, some others are moving, some devices are connected to external power source, some other are autonomous, some devices need to be tracked indoor, some other on different premises, and so on. The second consideration is that clearly the cellular technology nowadays across the world is very fragmented. Narrowband IoT, Cat M1, 2G, 3G are sunsetting, 5G is coming soon in many countries, and on top of this, more and more enterprises are adopting private networks in order to optimize the performances in their premises, such as warehouses, production plants, etc. And here is the great proposition about our solution. We enable enterprises to manage all those networks and seamlessly roam across different private and public networks, just as if it were a single large network. Through a network as a service solution, a single pane of glass. The second component of the solution we said after the network itself is the platform. Through our platform, of course, it can become, generally it's quite challenging to manage all those networks. So through our platform, we simplify the capability to manage the network for the enterprises by an intuitive web graphical user interface which enables to manage those networks. The platform also adds many more features, such as the possibility to transform profiles over the air, upgrading upgrading IMSIs, upgrading profiles, upgrading country and network list, and also other features such as SIM management, hierarchical billing, advanced analytics and reporting, security feature, and many, many more. The third component is the SIM card. For us, the SIM card is not just a piece of plastic. It's part of the magic. We provide the possibility to control SIM cards over the air. We can provide SIM cards on standard format and also on embedded SIM, which can be installed and sold on the IoT devices in order to improve the robustness of the solution. The SIM card can host multiple profiles and IMSIs, and this is a key feature in order to allow the seamless roam between private and public networks. In addition, we also developed additional features to make our SIM cards even smarter, such as the zero-touch provisioning, which allows to produce the solution on a single SKU in a single location, deploy it all over the world, and then eventually the SIM cards will connect to the cloud and download the parameters in order to connect to the local servers, such as IPN and IP address. Another cool feature is the IMEI locker, which prevents from misusing the SIM cards in devices which are not supposed to work with it. And another feature is the data encryption for all those applications where the data security and sensibility of the data is a key requirement. Now I want to bring you through some practical example on how powerful is our Inno proposition on the supply chain business. In some cases, supply chain starts at agriculture. There, we can not only provide a large volume of data with high speed in order to support all those applications like smart agriculture or precision farming, but we also can download profiles over the air, for example, for those countries where there are critical requirements in terms of roaming, like Brazil, where you need to download a local profile. Another kind of application is from factory to dealer. In such case, we can support the monitoring of the private network inside the factory's premises, like as warehouses and production plant, and then we enable those assets and goods which are produced and needs to be delivered over to the dealers to roam off from the private network into the public one and track them all the way through until the dealer premise, and of course at the dealer premise as well. Other application in the supply chain is the cold chain or medical chain, where it's critical to monitor a certain volume of data on a certain frequency, such as temperature, humidity. In this example, CAT-M is a perfect technology to fulfill this kind of use case. And the last one is the container monitoring, where generally the use case requires to deliver a small amount of data, such as just the GPS position, with a low frequency over time, and saving as much as possible the battery of those asset tracking devices, which are standalone, and they are installed on a container to monitor the delivery. And in such case, narrowband IoT is a perfect technology to fulfill these kind of requirements. Well, I hope I gave you today some good flavor about who is Pod, our proposition, and how can we support best your supply chain business. Many thanks for your time and attention. Have a great show. Bye.